So I think he said around I think he said after 6 sometimes. So
Yep. Sounds good to me. Oh, we live. How you guys doing, man?
Yep.
Good evening.
Yep. Oh, we got 7 people. All right. Appreciate you all coming in here. This is What's in Your Tackle. And we've got some special guests with us. We got a few that's not going to be here, but some of them are going to be in here. This is the Outdoors crew. Few guys that I've been watching and following for a while now. They do a show on Monday nights. And it's pretty cool. They just sit down and talk about all kinds of stuff, fishing, hunting. So it was good to see them be able to come in and say hello. So the first one we got up is Mr. Stanley.
How are you guys doing, man? First and foremost, thank you. It is an absolute pleasure to be here with you. I've been looking forward to this. I'm glad we got this whole thing together.
Absolutely.
I love what you guys are doing with this. I will say, you're this is What's in Your Tackle. You're getting a little bit close there. I do a podcast called Tackle Box Talk. So we were real close on that one.
All right, if you don't mind, we're going to go through who's all in here. We got 6 wonderful people in the chat. So I'm going to run down the list and see who all's in here real quick.
Yep.
We've got Avid Fisherman, Mike Irvin, Ernie Brown, my favorite and dearest friend, Elizabeth Kirkpatrick. We got Central Valley Adventures. We got Fins and Foul. What's going on, guys? Ernie Brown, like I already said. Let's see, we'll scoot down. I saw that you were already in there earlier. Pop on down here. Mike's Fishing Home.
You guys got a solid group of people here.
Yep. And we got a big heavy hitter in here, too. I know he shared it out earlier. There's James Kirkpatrick. What's going on, my friend? We got the KC Fish page in here. There's Sir Fins Elliott, a friend of mine from around here. He lives close. And Mr. Paul Meadow Cats, Kevin. Big man Kevin's in here. We got Snake River. Hey, Angel. How's it going? And we've got Dale Head Slips in here. And I think we've caught up with everybody. All right. If people don't know who you are, we've got 12 people in here. If they don't know exactly who you are or they followed you, let them know kind of a little bit of who you are, where you're from, and what all that you do.
Sounds good to me. And, again, like it's a pleasure to meet everybody. Thank you so much for having me on here. And, your chat is flying. I am
pretty it always does. It always does.
That's fun. That makes for a fun time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Stanley Orchard. I've been doing a YouTube channel, a fishing YouTube channel with my family down here in South Texas for the last couple of years. I do a lot of saltwater. I'm trying to branch out. My wife and I both do the channel. It's kind of a split deal with us. And we are trying to branch out into doing some more freshwater. And we just kind of, we dipped our toes into that last year. We did it a little bit more this year. We do a little bit of traveling also. We go to Mexico and some other places. And we just try to fish everywhere we go and all the time. We're fishing like once a week, try to do something. We do a lot of shark fishing. And we break it up with like offshore. We do beach fishing. We do bays. And now we're kind of branching out into freshwater stuff. And, it's just about having fun and having a great family experience and eating weird fish. We do a lot of eating weird fish.
Oh, yeah. We do too.
Nice. You're my people, then. I love it.
One of the guys that we were talking about right before we got on there was J-Dog. He's in here in the chat. I was talking about that. He does the J-Dog challenge. It eats the head off the shad.
Yeah.
So, what's going on, Redneck?
I was telling him behind the scenes over here. So, like right over here, we had a big push. Everybody that I was kind of coming up with on the YouTube thing, we had a big push where everybody was eating something for the 1,000 subscriber mark. And that's the whole reason I have this right here is because we have a really solid crew for that first 1,000 subscribers that we got. We hit it in less than a year, and we had a deal going where we were going to eat a jellyfish if we did that. So that was our thing. We ended up eating a jellyfish when we hit 1,000 subscribers. I can appreciate the push for the shad head challenge you got.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate that, avid fisherman. Thank you very much. I'm not too big on sharing links, so thank you.
Oh yeah, I've got tons of moderators in here, so they'll be throwing links up like crazy. So, yeah.
Thank you guys. Every time I look up to the side like that, that's me reading the chat. I got it off on a side thing here.
What's going on, Sunfish Assassin? What's going on, man?
Sunfish, I know you. I've seen you before.
Oh yeah. J Dog's like, I'll eat anything for 1,000 subs.
Right. Man, I tell you what, we hit it on day 365. If we'd have gone one more day, I would not have had to have eaten that jellyfish. And I mean, I am thankful that we did what we did. You know, it's all cool and everything like that. But man, that was one of the worst things. I've eaten some weird stuff, and that is one of the absolute worst. I did not enjoy it.
What's going on, Bluegrass State of Mind? There's Cody with 3+1 Outdoors. What's going on, guys? Appreciate y'all coming in here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, share it out. Make sure you definitely go over there. If you're not subscribed to Stanley's page, make sure you go over there and hit him up. Comment, throw a thumbs up, like his videos.
Yeah, let me know you're there so I can say hi. And I'm not like stressing about like subscribers and stuff like that. If you want to come in, you're not a fan, I totally understand. Don't sweat it. Don't even worry about that. If you are a fan, do let me know in the comments so that I can, welcome you and say hi and stuff like that in person.
I like your. I've been liking your sea fishing, the sharks and stuff y'all been doing lately.
Man, it's been hard down here, but thank you.
Oh yeah,
we're trying.
But I mean, hey, the little videos that you all have been putting out is pretty good. I like it. Definitely.
I appreciate that. I do it all with a phone. We don't own a computer, so I really appreciate that. Thank you. You can get tough sometimes. It's nice to hear,
Oh yeah. All right, let's get into it. We got 23 wonderful people in here. Thank you all for coming in here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, like I said, and share it out. I know you do a lot of outdoor stuff too, because you're part of that little group of the outdoors crew. Kind of give them a little background of what outdoor stuff you do besides the fishing. So we'll jump in.
And you name it. I grew up first and foremost was fishing. That was the first thing that my dad ever taught me, and I'm blessed to still be able to be fishing with him to this day. I was beach rat. I'm still a beach rat to this day. Just born and raised. I'm a beach person. So it was fishing, surfing, camping. Building sandcastles. It doesn't matter. Anything involving the beach, we were all about. And then we lived in the country, so we did a lot of hunting too. We trapped hogs, and hunting in South Texas can be a little bit difficult. You got to know somebody with land. There's no public land to really hunt.
Yeah. So
didn't do a whole lot of deer hunting growing up, but like how we do with the fishing, we kind of would eat everything else. So rabbits and hogs and just we would hunt all of the other stuff to put meat on the table sometimes. And hiking, and I mean, just being outdoors in general, boating, being on a canoe, whatever. It didn't matter. Climbing trees, just anything outdoors. That was just what we were doing.
What's going on, Redbeards? So we kind of hinted a little bit and talk about some shark fishing and stuff and sea fishing. What's some of the fish that you've been catching out there?
I am trying to get offshore a little bit more often. At least I'm making a push at that. And just recently, I think this video will be coming out next week, I was able to get into a species I've never caught before. That's barrelfish. We were fishing for, we were fishing off the continental shelf about 100 miles out and bottom fishing with electronic reels because it can be a pain to drop 1,000 feet down and reel stuff in. So that was a unique and fun experience, and like I said, I got that video coming out. That's going to be like the most heavily edited video I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, I remember doing long editing. Right at the first of the year before I even started mine, I did and it's not out yet, but I did a 2020 highlight for my brother. It's like 20 like 23 videos I had to edit down to a little small video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing that again.
I think I collected somewhere upwards of 3 or 4 hours worth of footage. And some of those clips, you know, it was hundreds of clips that we take for one fishing trip. And some of those get cut down to like a half of a second.
Yeah.
You know, I try to be real punchy.
Yeah.
I try to keep it entertaining on the stuff that I do. And so a lot of times that means that, you know, a lot of quick transitions. If you got a fast song playing, you got a lot of action happening. Those clips are going to be like that, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm a big dude. I got fat fingers. I can get kind of tough editing that kind of stuff on a phone.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We've got one in here we call Avid. We call him Bigfoot Sasquatch, so he's got big fingers too.
Yeah. My people.
Yeah.
Sasquatch.
Yeah. But all right. And you say you're going to try to get into more of the inland fishing, creek fishing, and things like that. But
yeah.
What kind of let's kind of go with your setups and what kind of gear you use, what kind of tackle you use for either the shore fishing or for your creek fishing. You can start with either one.
My quiver runs the gamut. I got a pretty good collection I've got the last couple of years, which when I started, I was a pawn shop reject. I was $5 and $10 rods 4 years ago, and I've gotten pretty good recently with everything that we've been doing. So I've got the deep sea jigging rods. I've got a Makaira 50 wide that I use for deep sea jigging or not jigging, but dropping baits down for grouper and stuff like that. I've got a couple of 4-aughts that we use for trolling. A similar style rod with that, with the big open face, 4-aught reel. I've got 3 or 4 surf rods, 12-foot surf rods that we use with 10,000 class spinning reels. We use those specifically for shark fishing and big reds and stuff at the beach, just trying to get those baits cast out as far as we physically can.
Yeah.
Farther the better. And then I've got a series of medium and light medium poles that we use, the 6 to 8 footers that we use for a variety of things, 5 to 6,000 class reels on those. That's kind of just our general fishing for a lot of stuff that we do. And then I have a trio of little 2,000 class reels on ultralight rods that are like little 5.5 footers that I highly suggest everybody in the world, if you want to do some fishing, you want to have some fun, no matter what you're doing, throw on like a 1,500, 2,000 class reel on the little ultralight 5.5 foot rod. It doesn't matter what you catch. It's all fun. It makes everything just a fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. What's going on, Maurice? Chris Uselton, Living M Outdoors. What's going on? Appreciate you all coming in here. Skeletor, the God. What's going on, Skelly? There's Sampy coming in. Avid's still sharing out your link, getting everybody to go over there and hook you up.
I appreciate that. And Living him in, I recognize you. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Good to see you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's been into ours. We had him up on one of the shows not long ago. I think it was I don't know if it was the Patriot James show or one of the shows that we had this last week or something like that. We had him up on one of them. So they're straight to the point outdoors. What's going on, man? But yeah, and then the thing is, we've got them all. They're all spread out, all from all the way down toward you, all the way up to the Potomac.
We got Texans in here. Hey, in Texas, give me a hashtag Texas represent. I want to know who's from Texas.
Yeah, I don't know if they're in here right now or not, but I know we have some that are.
We just did a run. We're branching out a little bit. So this year we did our first I caught my first walleye. Rachel cut herself, my wife, a massive muskie. Yeah. We went up to Michigan, and then from Michigan we drove up through Michigan, up over the UP, down into Wisconsin, and then came back here. We were going to do some other stuff up there, and we kind of canceled a portion of that leg. I was supposed to go to California a couple times. Canceled that. We were talking about going to Cozumel. Canceled. Well, we pushed Cozumel back, and I've got one run left in California. But we canceled a portion of that leg. Michigan was gorgeous. I had no idea, no clue how gorgeous it was going to be over there.
Yep, absolutely. We got Abbott from Illinois, Straight to the Points from Indiana. So, and then we got Kevin from Palmetto, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's over there. He's over there on Santee Cooper over there.
Your buddy got a 56-incher. Oh.
I know.
I think Rachel's was like a 45.
Yeah, 56 by 27 muskie last week. Man, that's awesome.
That is wow.
Congrats on that, man. That is pretty cool. There's Jeremy Colvin. What's going on, man?
We had a guy when we were up in Wisconsin. We were fishing. We ran into another YouTuber, and we said hi and did our whole thing at the launch. We didn't know each other, but it was one of those things where we he had a sticker on his thing, and he was saying hi to us fishing, and so we ended up talking for just a second, and then we go out, and Rachel got her 45-inch. I believe it was 45-inch muskie. He went out and got a 50, and I was like. Oh, man, what I'd have done for that 50.
Yeah.
He beat us. He was a local. We were traveling, though, so we got lucky to get anything. We ended up having a great trip. We caught a lot of fish.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I still got like 5 gallons of bluegills and walleye in the freezer.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You're ready for some catfish, then.
And we do. I'm a catfish eater. Like I eat. My wife doesn't like it. I am totally good with catfish. But we get the saltwater ones down here, and we just go to town on those guys.
Yeah. So what's your PB on catfish?
I don't know. It's going to be in the 15, 20 range, 15, 20 pounds. We pull them up out of the creek. When I was growing up, we'd pull them up out of the creek. Just taking some nylon cord, tying a big rock to it whenever it was raining and it would flood. The creeks would flood and they'd come up the creeks to feed. So we'd just put on a piece of whatever fish we had in the freezer and we'd throw those things for a couple of hours and then go and get them. And we never measured anything growing up. I didn't measure fish until last year. I'm going for I got the Elite Angler. I haven't got it approved yet, but I got everything I need for the Elite Angler. And it was for that purpose that I started measuring fish. I didn't measure anything prior to that. We never put a tape on anything other than for legality, if we're checking it for legal reasons, but we didn't really do a lot of trophy hunting. And those catfish didn't last long, man. They got filleted immediately.
Yeah. Chris Uselton had a question that says, was it up in the UP of Michigan? What were you talking about, Chris? Like, why he caught the catfish or what?
We went and got my first walleye in Saginaw Bay, fishing there. And then after that, I went up to the UP and we stayed there for a couple of days. I forget the name of the town. But I think we caught like rock bass and stuff. It was kind of just, it was just so gorgeous. I wasn't really fishing hard, and I didn't have the resources to fish hard. I was just fishing off of piers. And I didn't catch much there, but I had a blast.
He was saying,
and then everything else was down in Wisconsin.
He was saying where you said it was beautiful. Is that what you were talking about? Either was it Michigan or the UP of Michigan? You said.
Yeah. Hey, when I went to Michigan, I expected Detroit. Like that's what I thought I was going to get. It was gorgeous. We went to Au Gres, and then from Au Gres, I forget the name of that town just north of there that we were in. But it doesn't matter. Everything north of Au Gres was just pristine.
Mm-hmm.
Tawas City, I think, is where we were at. Went from Au Gres to Tawas to the UP. We drove from Tawas to the UP. I don't remember the name. I couldn't even pronounce it. All those Indian names up there. But we were on Lake, the southern one. I think it's Lake Michigan is where we stayed.
28 people in here. Appreciate y'all coming in here. Y'all have any questions or anything for Stanley or anything like that? Make sure you put that in the chat. Put a question mark by it. That way I know it's a question for him. So I know you're all talking.
Yeah, man, throw them up.
All talking between your all selves. So I want to make sure I don't miss anything. What's going on? 351 Cleveland. What's going on, man?
Yeah, Chris, that's where I was at. We drove through the UP, and then it was so pretty that we ended up staying. We ended up going up to I think it's Lake Superior, and we checked that out, and then we checked out it's Emerald City is the nickname of the place that we stayed. Big Springs. I don't know the Indian name for that, but it's referred to as Big Springs. We went and visited that for a day, and then we stayed south of there and did some fishing on Lake Michigan. And I'm from South Texas. It's 110 degrees right now. Our summers are 100 degrees. It was insane being in a place, for one, where the days last so long. Our days don't last like that. The sun is down by 9 o'clock over here. And up there, I think our high temperature was like 55 degrees. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Seeing that in summer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy on the temp stuff. Definitely.
I can't get my house to 55 degrees. I don't. If it hits 55 degrees in the winter down here, we shut down. We're done. You might have heard we had a freeze in February. Yeah. Freezes don't happen down here. That killed us. That literally killed us. I didn't have. I had to fix it. It took me 6 months to fix my plumbing.
Oh gosh. See, 50 degrees here. 50 degrees here. I'm outside walking around in t-shirt and shorts, sandals.
No, we're done. We're saying prayers. We're bundled up in blankets. We're burning things. We're mad at the government. This is Texas. That's when we start cussing out the president. If it hits 55 degrees.
Oh, you should have seen my. If you look back, my very first video was me catfishing on a lake. 32 degrees with 3 inches of snow on the ground.
Nope. Nope. Not doing it.
Yep. I think I was out there for like 2-3 hours out there. Nope, I was good.
I worked in the oil field here for several years, and I had to be outside, and we had days that were in the 40s, and I had on like 5 or 6 layers. Could not. It's for in my defense, it's a little humid down here. So that cold, it bites a little, and we have heavy wind. So the wind and the humidity makes a little bit of a difference in my defense.
Sunfish Assassin, you're hilarious. So we weighed big fish at the local grocery store growing up if they were big.
That's cool.
Living in Outdoors says Lake Superior has amazing fishing. Yeah, I guarantee it does.
Yeah.
Guarantee it does. I'd love to be able to go up there on the lakes and do a lot of fishing up there for all kinds of species.
That is high on my bucket list of things to do.
Yes,
we had intended on going to Canada. The UP actually ruined our. Well, no, I guess not. We weren't allowed into Canada. One of the reasons we stayed in the peninsula. Instead of going to Canada, which we weren't allowed into, we ended up staying there, spending our extra time in the peninsula.
What's going on?
Exactly. We ended up getting late to Wisconsin, but say la vie, it was pretty. We enjoyed it.
Oh yeah. What are some of the hooks and stuff that you like using when it comes to either the catfish or anything like that, or your offshore fishing?
I am like 90% of what I do is circle hooks.
Okay.
I will use, there's trebles actually we don't even use trebles anymore on the lures so much. We have the single hooks, but we got some trebles for like trout stuff.
Yeah.
We will use straight shank hooks for a variety of purposes if we need to set the hook on something. But the majority of what we do is circle hooks. We let the majority of what we catch, we let the fish hook themselves, unless it's lures, unless we're using artificials.
Well, the big thing is if you use J hooks, they're so easy. Right when you go to set them, you can pull them right out of their mouths and never catch them. With the circle hooks, I mean, basically you may have to reel down, but usually they'll hook themselves. Unless they're
Yeah,
just unless they're just biting the bait and that's it, and they don't get the whole bait in their mouth with the hook.
yeah, and sometimes I put a little cheater hook on the end of on the end of what we do. A lot of what we do, and I'm trying to get away from this, but a lot of what we do is live and cut bait.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get a little bit better with artificials. I've been not experimenting. I'm just trying to get better with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, live cut bait, it's circle hooks. Circle hooks are J hooks. And I'll often put a cheater hook on the back end of that for little guys that like to nibble.
Nibble, yeah, absolutely. I've not heard very many people do that, but I've heard some do, but not very many people put that extra hook on there.
I'm not sure if I'm 100% sold on it. The presentation sucks. It's pitiful. But I was in a shark tournament a couple years ago, and I got what would have been like a 5th or 6th place redfish.
Mm-hmm.
And I got him on a pitiful looking shark rig that had that stupid cheater hook on it. I got him with the cheater hook, and I can't deny the effectiveness of that. Yeah. I hate the way it looks.
Yeah.
But I can't argue with the results.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen them do it with some of the artificial baits and things like that. They'll put that little extra hook or something on it on the bottom or whatever, just to for the ones that like to nibble on the bottoms of their baits. But I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do it with like a cut bait or live bait.
We do it with like a 12, 16-inch mullet.
Oh good gosh.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, we're using circle hooks that are like the size of your hand, and I've got a little smaller one towards the back end of the fish. I don't even know.
The smaller ones are like what, about a 6 or 8/0?
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's what we use for catfish up here. That's our main hook.
I feel stupid about it in hindsight. I didn't learn this until fairly recently, but I was thinking about it. Like I got some big hooks for the stuff that we do, and I was talking to a guy a while back. I'm not even going to sell myself out and say how long ago it was. I'm not going to make myself look bad. But I was talking to the shark fisherman. He's like, oh yeah, I just use I don't know what he was using, 4s or whatever. I don't know what he was using, but it was much smaller than what I was using. It's like I use that for everything. I use that for amberjack. I use it for sharks. I use it for da 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 da. I'm like, man, yeah, but what happens if you get yourself into a 10-foot shark? He's like, dude, it's not the hook that breaks. The hook's going to hook him.
Yeah.
And it's plenty of meat. Like that size hook will bring in an 8-foot shark, maybe not a 10, but. And I thought about that, and I was like kind of doing the math in my head, and I had a picture in my head. I was like, damn, he's right. Like there is no purpose for having those monster sizes. The purpose is to make you look cool. You hang that thing in your rear view. That looks awesome. Other than that, the purpose is just like really not there.
Yeah. Chris Uselton says it's a trailer hook. He uses a trailer hook on his buzz baits. Yeah. Yep. That's what I was talking about.
I'm actually
artificial buzz baits. Yeah.
I'm about to do a video on specifically how to do that for like soft plastics and stuff, playing with it.
Straight to the point has it says, Stanley, any brands of rods, reels that you prefer or loyal to?
Yeah, I don't like this subject. I'm not going to lie to you. My entire quiver is Penn. And so I was a pawn shop reject. I was buying $5 and $10 Shakespeare's. And they were throwaways. I started doing YouTube, and because of YouTube, it was like, okay, so over the past couple of years, we had to upgrade, and we did a little bit better, bought better equipment so we could do better stuff. I ended up building up a quiver of all Penn, everything Penn. And then I started destroying everything Penn. I've had to rebuild two conflict reels twice. I've busted 2 battle rods. I love the battle reel, and I love that. I have a really big one. But I have blown out so much of that Penn stuff that I've recently switched over to Shimano. Yeah. And I've done Shimano now for a year. I'm kind of sold on Shimano. I think that I'm probably going to be sticking with those guys now. I like Penn. I want to like Penn. I like heavy. I like tough. If it fails, you can always hit them with it. But it's just kind of failed a little bit too much for me.
Talking about people that use big baits or big rods. Avid uses like a 10-foot and 12-foot rods for his
Yeah.
for catfish. And he's like, he uses a Pin Fierce 8000 and a Pin Fierce
Yes.
6000 spinning reels.
I got a Battle 6000 that I absolutely love to death. That thing's my money maker. And I've got a 10.5. I don't remember what it is. A Fierce. I don't even remember. I don't know, but it's a 10.5, and that thing is my go. That and my Makaira 50 wide are my two shark rods. Those are the ones that are for the big guys. You have good taste. Those are excellent reels. I like them. I like the Fierce. I haven't had problems with those. My problems have been with the Conflicts, and the Battle rods are the ones I've had the biggest problems with.
Yeah. What's going on, Philip? We got 31 people in the house. Appreciate you all coming in here. Yeah, make sure you hit thumbs up, share it out there. They're all talking among themselves and.
And so real quick, if you don't mind me plugging for just a second here, you guys are all doing YouTube channels and stuff. So I work for a company called TubeBuddy, and if anybody's interested, and if you're not familiar with TubeBuddy, I'll drop a link down here. You can check it out. It's an affiliate link. I'm not going to lie about that. It's free. I'm not trying to sell you nothing, anything like that. But if you're interested, I used TubeBuddy myself. It worked really well for me for 4 years before they ended up hiring me. And if it's something you're going to be interested in, I'd love to be the guy that referred you. You know what I mean? So I'll drop that link real quick.
We got a new person in. I'm not seeing you in here, but we got catching them fish. What's going on? Make sure you hit that sub button and make sure you hit thumbs up. Share it out. If you're new to the channel. What's going on, Alvin Lewis? What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming in here, man.
TubeBuddy does, it's kind of hard to describe. It's like an analytical overview of stuff. That sounds like real winning kind of, I don't know how you're not already sold on it. Basically, okay, so like the number one thing is you can research keywords. So if you're going to do a video about bluegill fishing in a certain lake, you can type that in and it'll tell you this is how many people are looking for that keyword. This is how many people have made videos on it. It gives you an idea, weather vein of like, okay, so how valuable is that, topic versus something else? And that's a very rudimentary breakdown. I'm not gonna sit here and spend much time talking about that. But TubeBuddy was a big one for me. So that is a product that I do try to push.
There you go.
There you go, Palmetto.
Yep, uses it every day. Yeah, he does a lot of content, a lot of creating.
Nice.
He does these Iron Cat challenges and stuff like that. He's got one coming up. It's a women's angler Iron Cat coming up in September. So
nice.
He does a lot of the behind the scene creating. So he uses a lot of that kind of software stuff. What's going on, Solo Texan? What's going on, man? What's going on, Ricky?
There's a Texan.
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on, Brad? Now, if you want sinkers, right there's your man, Mr. Brad Cottle.
Sinkers?
Sinkers. Yep.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to talk. I need a surf weight guy.
He makes this. He makes them himself. So
I've been wanting to do that. So bad.
Yeah, I'm thinking about. I've been trying to get into making my own baits.
Yeah, same here.
My own plastics.
I don't have them. So we do a lot of the offshore stuff, obviously like trolling and whatnot. These were sent to me by a gentleman, Salado Lures, but like I don't know. Like I've been thinking about like I want to do this. I want to make this kind of stuff. And then this guy sent me a couple, and I'm looking at them when he sent them to me. And I'm like, I can't do that. There's no way I can copy the work of somebody like that. As much as I want to, that would be wonderful. I'd love to be that dude. Selling my own lures. How cool is that? The quality of the stuff that I've seen out there.
If somebody on here, one of my mods, want to throw up Brad's link for his Facebook page. That way Stanley can be able to hit that link and pull it up.
I do apologize in advance. I don't have Facebook. I do everything else. I don't do Facebook.
Okay. Well, Brad, if you got your, I don't know if Brad is a mod or not. I'll jump on here. Brad, you're going to get a wrench.
Straight to the point says he lived in Killeen. I forget where Killeen is. It's been a minute since I've been out that direction. Yeah. I am south of San Antonio. I'm not as close to Corpus Christi as I would like to be, but I'm in basically all of my fishing is out of the Corpus Christi area. I believe you're northeast of us. Used to be. Spent a lot of time in China.
Here you go, Brad. Now you can put your email up there. That way he can get a hold of you to talk about some sinkers there for you.
Yeah, I'm that whole TubeBuddy thing too. I know my link there is not something that's clickable, and that's totally cool. My email address is in the description of any one of my videos. Anybody has any questions, if you're curious, if you're apprehensive or hesitant, feel free to send me an email. I'll give you, any kind of answers you want on that kind of stuff.
All right, there you go. There's his email address for you there.
Let's see if I can get it. Oh, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Cool. Got it. Is that something you do for a business? You trying to sell those?
Yeah, that's what he does. Yeah, he's big time into our community, and he does because it's like his business. So he does it for all of us if we want something, and he's helped out with some of the tournaments and stuff, doing the giveaways of them and stuff like that. But
cool. Yeah, that's good to know. Live in Minnesota. It was good seeing you, man. You have a great night. Appreciate you coming by.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. What I see, Fishing Freedom. What's going on, man? There's
that's a good side business to have, man. I tear through weights.
There's Mike Turner. It's one of our mods of all our channels. He's a big time. He'll throw the links out for everybody. So,
Mr. Turner, pleasure to meet you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, he does a lot for all our channels. So.
Anybody that's in blue in there, that is a valuable person. Anybody with that wrench, you guys, I don't know you, but I know that you're appreciated if you got them wrenches.
Oh, yeah. And we joke around. We kind of play around. Like today, we had one of our shows today, and somebody was being not nice, but funny, goofy, joking kind of way. And they're like, yeah, if you time this person out, we'll give you something or something. And it just went downhill from there. So sorry, Mike Turner, for having you timed out. I'm sorry about that. So yes, J-Dog, you do have a wrench. Yes.
We do our outdoors live streams between myself, Brent Mcintosh, A&J Outdoors, and Haulin Ash Outdoors. We do those every Monday. We all switch it up on the live stream that we do Monday afternoons. And I don't know how it happened, but during one of the streams a couple weeks ago, Haulin Ash Outdoors accidentally got banned from his own stream.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't even know how you do that, but it affected him where he couldn't even get into the live stream yesterday.
Well, I think it is if he is not a mod on his own channel.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Else can time him out or block him.
Yeah.
So, there's one I forgot to put on there. I need to put my buddy James on there if I haven't got him already on there. But
any of these guys in here? Any of y'all do saltwater?
There's a few might. I know Avid does a lot of Mississippi fishing, so.
Nice. Yeah, you're in my area then. By my area, I mean you're within 16 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, he's Illinois, so he's all the way up top of the Mississippi.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're probably closer to like Renton than me.
Yeah. Yeah, he's up
I'm
there.
down way south. I'm like 2 hours north of Mexico.
Oh, yeah. What are you talking about, Isabella? Who I was talking to?
if you have a blue wrench, it's because you can't fish. Aw.
What? Straight to the point. You ain't got a blue wrench.
Yeah, Brad. He's saying he'd like to fish saltwater. It's on the B list. I kind of feel the same way about freshwater. Like I was, just raised out at the beach, raised on saltwater, offshore fishing and stuff like that. Yeah. And so I had an opinion of freshwater fishing until I did it with my in-laws. And now I'm like, wow, like it's a different experience, and it's one that I really enjoy.
Oh,
very much looking forward to branching.
She was talking about her stream earlier is who I was talking to. All right, straight to the point. I'll give you a blue wrench for now, but you gotta be nice. But we got 32 people, wonderful people, still in here.
Nice.
I don't know if you went over. Did you go over some of your creek stuff yet? What you kind of use in the creeks?
Yeah, my creek fishing. That's super. I have done that once. We were talking behind the scenes though. Like creek fishing, I just have those little ultralight outfits that I use to try to get into like trout and stuff like that. My experience on the lakes and rivers is limited. We did that fishing this summer and last summer. We're trying to pick that up. We don't have a lot of fresh water available down here, so it takes a little bit of traveling to make that happen and do that. But we were talking behind the scenes. You're talking about how you like to actually get out and wade instead of fishing from the bank.
Yeah.
And I want to reiterate, we were talking about that. I enjoyed that conversation. I think that is one of the things that people. It's one of the biggest mistakes that people make. Is at least I see it a lot down here on the jetties. The jetties is the absolute worst. We have these, we call them jetties. They're breakwaters. It's a big pile of rocks that sticks out into the ocean or lake or whatever. And everybody likes to jump out on those rocks and go fish from them. I have outfished people 10-1 so many times by walking out into the water next to those rocks rather than walking out on the rocks.
Yep.
Nobody wants to get wet. Nobody enjoys, especially down here. We have pretty high surf. 2-3 foot surf is a good day. That's pretty low surf. That's where you walk out and wade fish, and you will get the crap beat out of you. But you're going to catch more fish by doing that. There he is. How you doing, Grant?
What is up?
How's the mouth? Hey, I'll do it too. I got a Mountain Dew.
Yeah, you drinking?
I am. Trying to.
Yeah.
I do. As long as it don't dribble out the side.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to have to numb it, but he said he was going to. I was like, dang it.
But I appreciate you coming in here. Guys, if you haven't knew, we got 30 people in the house. This is Grant Mcintosh. He's one of the other guys of the Outdoors crew. He's in some of the lives that we have, but I know some of you all will know who he is. So.
Yes, I am fairly new to your channel, but you got a good thing going. We got 30 people watching. I got a puppy that's. I think I know a lot of these people, but a lot of the channels. But you got a lot of actual viewers.
Yeah, I ain't got that many viewers like you all do, but for my show I do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All in the same boat, man. All in the same boat.
Oh yeah.
Looks like some of the people in the chat might not even put out videos, but they're here to support.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of them that are just they're there for swears, and I appreciate every one of them. There's Kevin with Palmetto. We've got him in here, Redbeard and Philip and all them. But yeah, straight to point said wade fishing is his favorite way to fish. Feels more connected with the fish. Creeks and rivers is his bread and butter. Oh yeah, absolutely, straight to point. I mean, that's where I grew up. I grew up inside the water, walking it. Yeah. Thanks, J-Dog. Says because Kelly does a great job, deserved every view. I appreciate that. But we've kind of talked with Stanley for a little while and kind of got his take on all his stuff and stuff. But and since you were kind of new to my channel and some others, why don't you give our viewers a little bit of background on who you are, where you're from, and what you like to do, fishing, hunting, everything.
Yeah, I'm in Southern Illinois, and I do anything I can. We got squirrel seasons opens in August 1st. I have not been yet. It's been 100 degrees every day. I might try to go this Saturday morning. I'm planning on going Saturday morning, try to get limit of 5 squirrels Saturday morning. Got early goose season comes in September 1st. Got an early teal season. Kentucky's got an early wood duck season. I've gone over there a few years. And then October 1st is bow season. I only bow hunt whitetail deer. I don't gun hunt. I don't know. I used to gun hunt. I just don't anymore. I like bow hunting. Gets that heart pumping and means a lot more. And then waterfowl season opens on Thanksgiving Day, and then I'm all waterfowl. Any chance I can get from Thanksgiving for the next 60 days. And I'm in Southern Illinois, so we're in the South Zone for waterfowl. So the South Central Zone opens 2 weeks before us. I go up there a few times and hunt on the weekends, and that's my most favorite, waterfowl. I'm looking for somewhere to go Labor Day weekend to maybe shoot some geese. We don't get the migration here in Southern Illinois like we used to. Back in the 90s, we might see 100,000, 120,000 geese on the survey, and now we're lucky to get 1,000. But fishing, I mainly fish in the spring, summer, crappie fish, bluegill, catfish a little bit. And most recently, went shark fishing down in Padre Island with Stanley and John, and got up to Michigan back in June and caught my first walleye.
Yeah, we were kind of hinting about all that him going up there and in Michigan and hitting the UP and all that stuff.
Yeah, we had been fishing when I did my first walleye. When I caught my first walleye, that was on a trip with it was Grant and a couple of the channels. Haulin Ash Outdoors was I was on his boat, and then Grant and A&J Outdoors were on another boat, and we were all out fishing the same day. That was our whole thing up in Michigan.
Yeah,
we've been blessed with a couple of good collaborations this summer, and now we're talking Mexico. Florida.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've got a guy that actually Kevin with the Ventures of Catterman. He actually runs a guide service for offshore shark fishing. And he goes all the way from the DC he's going all the way down into pretty much getting all his paperwork for everything all the way down to Florida.
Nice.
So, and he puts out some good stuff and catches some pretty good sharks. So,
Ivan Lewis says best fish to eat is walleye. We did eat some walleye on the Michigan trip, and it was pretty good. But Stanley caught a channel catfish that my wife cooked before the walleye that was pretty darn good as well.
Oh yes.
We had a few to drink that night. And we had caught what was that? We caught a gaspergoo, and I'd never seen one. So I was like, hell yeah. I mean, that's basically our redfish down here that we get all excited about. So we got to cook that thing up. I want to try it. I want to see what that's all about. But then we all kind of had a little bit to drink, and the fillets got hidden in the mix, and nobody knew. Oh. Nobody knew which fillets were the gaspergoo.
Good stuff.
James Kirkpatrick, appreciate the PayPal money. Appreciate that, man.
Nice little tip.
Yep. Yeah, it's always good. It's always good to get a little bit extra to help out with and it goes right back in the channel. I'm one of the ones that he goes back in for all the content. They help me get to where I can do all the lives, keep everybody happy and get the views up there so they can see what I'm all about. So,
Where are you located?
I am in Somerset, Kentucky. I'm on Lake Cumberland.
Oh, shoot. I didn't realize
Yeah,
you were that close.
Yeah, I'm not that far below you. No, absolutely not. Yeah, I'm just 3 hours south of Louisville.
See, yeah.
Straight to the point says, what am I sipping on tonight? I've been trying to keep that out of plain view because I'm not proud of it, but I'm drinking the absolute cheapest bottle of wine right now because I'm just trying to kill the damn thing off. I've got a nice bottle of scotch waiting back there for when I get off here. I'm going to enjoy it with my wife.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, so you're about 4 hours.
Yep.
About 4 hours apart. That's doable. What do you mainly fish for?
I do creek. That's what my biggest thing is. I like creek fishing.
Okay.
But I do a little bit of catfishing. I've been getting into the shows. So what?
This guy down here is best bass fisherman I ever met in my life. That guy, be careful going fishing with him. I have never had anybody knock on my door earlier in the morning or drag me out like every 30 minutes. You know what? Let's go fishing. Let's go fish this other thing. We'll be hanging at the house drinking in Michigan and be like, you know what? Let's go check out the canals over here. Let's go fish the canals. 100% of the time he is out. If he's not fishing, he's thinking about fishing. Be careful because you're going to spend every single waking moment in the sun fishing for something.
Nice. Hey, I'm all for that. As long as I ain't working, I'm all for it. Yeah.
He's gonna make it working. Is what he's gonna do.
Oh yeah. So what's your PB largemouth from the creek?
Avid fisherman, yes. There's a lot of money invested on the wall. Indeed.
Oh yeah. Somebody asked, where's your turkey?
Let's see. There's a tail fan, spurs, and beard. That's the only turkey I've ever shot.
But what's your PB largemouth from the creek?
From a creek?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I don't. PB from a lake is like 6.5. From a creek, we don't really have. We've got a decent creek when the river's up because I'm right on the Ohio River. Yeah. But yeah, for the most part, there's not water in it unless the river's up.
Appreciate that, Isabella. $5 boom train. Appreciate that. And then I've got another one from Mr. Willie. Another $5 from Willie. Appreciate that.
Nice.
Yep. Appreciate it.
Where's this at? For anybody who's curious and they haven't, for anybody who's curious about donating and is too shy to ask about that, where are they getting your information from?
They're popping it up in chat. 351's been sharing it out. Lisabella's been sharing it out. My PayPal link. It's also in the description.
There it is. Yeah, there you go. On the description. You can also check out everybody's links in there. I like that.
Yeah. I always make sure whoever's in my show, I always make sure that they have their channel links in there, definitely. So, yeah, that way they can pop in there. That's where a lot of them are getting their the links at to pop them out. But what's up, Willie? Appreciate you coming in here. Appreciate the $5 donation. So, but my PB largemouth from the creek. I didn't weigh it, but it's 15-inch largemouth from the creek, 17-inch from the lake. So, yeah, and then I just picked up this Thursday. I just picked up a 2-pound smallmouth out of a lake.
I've not caught a smallmouth in a long time.
Appreciate that there, Stanley. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Now I'm gonna type the thing into the
$5 boom. Another $5 boom.
We're gonna make this like a super chat, just like this lady super chats with under 1,000 right here.
Yep.
I'm going to misspell the amount, though.
You're going to misspell the amount.
Make myself look good.
There you go. There you go.
There it is.
Yep. Appreciate the all the help, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Dobson's, good to see you, Dobson. It's been a while. Must be talking about you calling sexy.
That's probably everybody. that's Willie for you. That's Willie for you. Yeah, he's got they had a 7-on-7 tournament this last weekend, and he's caught 33 fish, catfish in that one, and he's got the smallest catfish for I think it's 0.07 of a pound or something like that. I mean, a baby little catfish. So
he's winning the prize for the smallest one.
Yep, he is winning the prize. He's the dink master right now.
Nice. Dink master. That needs to be a shirt. You guys better have a shirt for dink master.
We've been. If you catch anything under a 2 pound, you're pretty much being called a dink master. That's you just given. Oh, he said 0.07. Yeah.
he knows. He mentioned that thing. I didn't go on the wall.
See, he gets if he wins, nobody else beats him, he actually wins the prize for the smallest fish at 0.07. So
is saltwater included in this? I'm just curious, asking for a friend.
He's not in here. Catfish Regulators is the one that's doing that. I don't know. As long as it's a catfish. They didn't say. I don't think they've actually said if it had to be in saltwater or not. So I really don't know.
I can catch some tiny catfish. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and James Kirkpatrick James Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, them little hard heads.
Yeah. Our friend James Kirkpatrick here, he this morning he got called the Pillsbury Dink Boy. He caught a 1.26 pound channel cat this morning. So yeah, he became the Pillsbury Dink Boy. What's going on fishing with the Dot? Real gal fishing. Appreciate y'all coming in here. Well, Grant, kind of go over your tackle a little bit. Kind of tell us about what kind of rods you're using, the reels, the kind of setups you're doing.
I've got for bass fishing, I've got a Lew's bait caster with a St. Croix rod, medium heavy. And just depends time of year. I like a topwater frog, either plastic or rubber. My go-to would probably be a red shad, 7-inch worm, culprit. Recently started using the fishingcompleteinc.com. Reached out to us and sent us some stuff and had a pretty good day. But back in June, I think was that last video I put out from that. They sent me 9 different plastics for bass, and I caught 7 out of the 9 I caught a fish on. It was the 2 biggest ones that I did not catch anything on. They were, I think, a 9-inch and 11-inch plastic. But spinner bait, if it's cloudy, windy, I like using a spinner bait. Certain places using a buzz bait. Crappie fishing, I'd say my go-to would be a black and chartreuse. Although I've had pretty good luck recently on a trout magnet. Fat Man Fishing from YouTube introduced me to that trout magnet, and I've had some pretty good luck on it.
Oh, yeah.
Catfishing, just decent size treble hook and some chicken livers is my go-to. I've seen videos, different people using Kool-Aid and cornmeal and making little balls and doing pretty good on catfish. I haven't tried anything like that yet.
You know what catches my attention on that is that you use a treble hook. Don't you have problems with them swallowing the hook?
Pair of pliers usually does the
Yeah.
trick.
Yeah.
Wire cutters. Let them have it. Cut it out later.
Eh. we try to make sure everything's got out of ours because with our community, I guarantee with your alls, we're all CPR unless it's something that we're going to eat. We normally CPR them.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not. I was talking about eating size.
Oh yeah.
Because I eat everything. I eat like the goofiest damn stuff. So I eat this small catfish.
Yeah. If you guys don't know Stanley Orchard, he will eat anything fish wise or fish product wise even.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we had the Catfish conference this year online, and one of the guys ate stink bait right out of the tub. So there you go, Stanley. Eat you some stink bait.
I'm just about to hit 5,000 subscribers, and if I do that by the end of the year, if stink bait is all I got to eat to do that, I got this. I'll do that.
Well, I don't. You
My
probably
wife's
don't
in the
know.
background.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard it.
She did the jellyfish with me at 1,000. Like I ate it and I was like, oh, that's so terrible. And she jumped in and she like, nope, this is good. It's fine.
I did it first.
She did it for you did? Did you do it first? I don't remember. Okay, so she did it first.
So it can't be that because it has to be harder.
That's stink bait. I think stink bait's probably worth. That's for catfish. That's like the stuff that comes in the package at Walmart.
I know it's Charlie's. I don't get shit.
It's Charlie's.
I know what it is.
All right, so she's all about it. 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'll eat stink bait. Oh, she'll eat stink bait. She said she'll eat it.
Let's push the push.
It's my wife Rachel, guys.
Hi.
I'll eat it and I'll eat it first.
She said she'll eat it first. Oh, and there's my daughter. She had to jump in too because everybody here's a ham.
Yeah.
If you saw me looking off to the side, my little girl jumped in too.
Well, I'm gonna go get some scotch.
I'm right behind John. The bottle of wine's almost over.
I appreciate that, John. That's one thing that you all probably don't have. We've got a lot of guys from the UK that comes in our channel.
Oh yeah, that's.
Yeah, we've got some guys. So there's John, Fishing Frustration from the UK. We've got another guy named George Ray. We've got one guy, Pete Whiskers. He's from South Africa.
Nice. Hey, I want to do Africa.
Yeah,
Pete
so
Whiskers?
Yeah, Pete Whiskers.
Yeah, I want to meet that guy. I have always wanted to go to Africa.
Yeah, he does a lot of catfishing over there.
What
I'm waiting
what
for
kind
him
of
to pop up
catfish
and
is there in
say.
Africa?
They're kind of like they're big, they're kind of like ours. They don't have I don't think it's like channels or blues, but it's a type of catfish that they have. But I think it's their 20 and 30 pounds would be like our 60s and 70s. So, like it's compared to that. Like their biggest ones are like our biggest ones. Even though it's smaller, it's like our smallest ones. Yeah, there's Billy Darcy. He said there's really big cats in France. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
You know, this is, I have not considered a whole lot going over there and doing a whole lot of fishing. Africa is high on my bucket list. I'm not going to lie about that. I did, growing up, I did a lot of surfing. And so Africa is like, high on the bucket list of places I want to visit. But hearing about this, I'm kind of like, well, I'm not really in shape to be doing any surfing. However, if I can get over there and do some fishing, I'll go to France to do some fishing.
Yeah, we've got a lot of guys I watch. They do a lot of shore fishing over there. Big time.
In the Atlantic?
Some of the big bays and stuff like that they've got over there in the UK and things like that. Big surf rods. They'll use big surf rods and things like that.
Brad, 6-pound drop weights. Oh, for like swords. Yeah, we do we do sacrificial weights for swords.
Yeah.
We make our own out of cement.
Appreciate the $5 donation there, Mr. 351. Appreciate that. We got 36 people in the house. Appreciate you all coming in here. There's Michael Bonds. There's Lisa Lee. Like I said, there's Bill Darcy. I think Fishing Local 336. Appreciate you coming in here. Pontoon Jody is in here. Appreciate you all coming in here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. There's Frogster. Frogster's one of ours from over there.
Nice.
Yeah, so we've got quite a bit of them. Appreciate you coming in here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you jump over there and hook up on Mr. Stanley's YouTube channel and also Mr. Grant's. They would very much appreciate it. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and like their videos and comment. That way you definitely get hooked and stay a sub with them, definitely. Dan's Creations and Adventures. There's a guy that's really good with his hands. He does a lot of metal work, so he does a lot.
Nice.
And he'd have a hook for you, definitely, if you wanted an offshore one. He can make you a big, like a 20-something aught hook for you out of metal.
You serious?
Yeah, he can make them. Yeah, you need to look at his YouTube page. He does a lot of metal work, and he built a big, huge hook for a gift for somebody.
I have a need for somebody like that. I have a deal with Mustad right now that I'm like, I'm done with that deal. I'm going to cancel that whole deal. But so I want a hook person, but I also have future considerations and need for somebody who can do that.
Yeah, I don't know if he can do small ones or not, but I know he can do the big, huge ones.
Oh.
So.
No, I'm not talking anything small. Not at all. Hold on. What was it? I missed it. Solo Texan says, do I do charters or guides? I do not do charters. I do guides, not as a business. Like if somebody's down in the area, I'm going to take them out. I'm not charging for that or anything like that. But yeah, I'll definitely take you out and show you a good time. If you're on Padre Island, come down and talk to me.
Yeah.
Appreciate the donation there, John from the UK. Appreciate that. Much appreciated.
There's Mr.
Steve
Haulin Ash Outdoors in the chat. He had a couple teeth worked on. He had a little bit more than me tonight.
Good to see you, man. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us.
What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming in the chat at least. There's
that is the gentleman that got me onto my first walleye.
Hey, there you go. There's MSG. He's from Dublin, Ireland.
Huh.
Oh, you're speaking my language. I'm a Guinness person.
Yeah. MSG, appreciate you coming in here.
Danny Baker, appreciate you joining us, man. How are you doing?
Good to see you, Danny.
Yep. What's going on, Danny? But yeah, we've got 33 people in the house still. Appreciate you all coming in here. We've been here live for about an hour. So.
Speaking of which, my apologies in advance. I got about 5 more minutes here. I got a glass of scotch waiting for me with my wife back over here.
All right, that's perfect. Hey, it's always time for some family.
Yeah.
Say there, Solo Texan Adventures RFA Ricky. We are planning on fishing the Columbus Day weekend. What is that, like October 9th and 10th? We're going to be down there at Padre Island again.
Come on down. Come have some fun. We're going to have a bonfire. We're going to be fishing for some sharks. And it's an open invite. Anybody who's going to be in the area, come on down. Let's have some fun. I can't pay for your hotel. But other than that, that's fun.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm looking forward to it. For sure.
We're going to wear some people out. That's all I got to say. We're going to beat them up. I guarantee the waves are 3 times what they were when you were down, Grant.
There you go, Stanley. Dan says he needs to finish his forge so he can use the coal that he has to make some hardened hooks. So
is that something? Is that a hobby, or
he'll,
is that something he wants to do?
It's just a hobby, I guess. I mean, he don't do it for like a true living.
Okay. And Avid's asking, can we camp on the beach? Not only can you camp on the beach, and not only is it a extremely unique experience doing so, you can also drive on the beach. And it's one of the very few places in America where you're allowed to do that, and it's something like 90 miles you can drive down the beach. So it is not hard to find several miles of real estate all to yourself, especially that time of year.
There you go.
There was quite a few people.
The SMG thrown out an invite there, says you got to come fish Ireland and someday in the great fishing and fresh Guinness.
Nice.
Yes. I'm sold. You're already like my new closest friend.
Yeah, there was quite a few people camped out in tents, even big old, what do you call them? RVs.
Yeah,
down on the beach.
Trailers and stuff.
Some nice RVs down on the beach.
Well, they're nice so far. Like, they're not going to be nice for long.
No, absolutely
that
not.
salt destroys stuff. Hey, James, I appreciate that. I'm afraid John was not able to join us tonight. But yeah, A&J Outdoors is our buddies down here in Texas. For anybody who's, and there's a few of you guys obviously, but for anybody who's not caught up. So myself and Grant down here, Haulin Ash Outdoors is in the chat, and then A&J Outdoors, who was not able to make it tonight. We've been doing a live stream every Monday night for like the last however many years. I don't know. We all switch on our channels and everything. We all got together and did some fishing in Michigan, and then just 2 weeks ago, we all got together and did some fishing down here in Texas. Everybody just released the videos on that, where we all did it together. And what was it? It was in reference to what you were saying, and now I'm lost in the chat now. So anyway, it had something to do with what you were saying. I'm sorry about that. I totally lost what I was saying about. He was sharing the link for A&J Outdoors. Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. That's the person he's talking about with that.
Yeah. The two old guys couldn't make it tonight.
It was past their bedtime. Let's be honest.
See, now you're getting into what we do. We kind of do a little bit of nudging on our people, especially some of the guys that's been doing the talk shows and stuff like that for a while. Mark and Mal and Chad, stuff like that. With Mark with Catfish and Crappie, Lyle with Catfish Weekly and Panfish, Lyle Stokes, and then Chad with the Fishing with the Chad. They kind of do little jabs here and there. And we all do to each other. It's just fun and games. So.
Oh yeah, all about having fun. They know I'm just joking.
This is serious. This is for real.
Yeah.
Danny Baker said shots fired. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lee Evans.
John bailed on us. So Steve didn't make it to Padre. John bailed on us right when the fishing got good that first night.
You know, I'm not gonna live that up on the next Monday Night Talk. I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna say, what happened? What happened the first night? Why'd you chicken out?
Yeah.
See what he says. See what his excuse is. Let's put it that way.
That's what he gets for making fun of my headliner in my truck.
Oh no.
Lee Evans, I'm in Southern Illinois, and Stanley's in Texas.
Yeah. What's going on, Sean T? What's going on, man? But I don't know if you all do it, but if you all can see behind me, I do have a sticker wall, and anybody that wants to send stickers, I will put you up. It is on a, I don't know if you can see it really well. I'll kind of move out of the way a little bit. That is a replica of a monster NASCAR hood. Full size.
Yeah.
So it's getting stickered up. So that's my sticker board. So
I did my tackle box over here.
Yeah, I see that.
There's going to be an announcement about that guy on our live stream. It's going to be on my channel on Monday. I invite and would enjoy having anybody who wants to come out to our channel on Monday afternoon, 6 Central. We're going to have a blast. And we're going to have a little talk about this guy. Then I spent the last year collecting all of these stickers to put him on there. He's been in every single video that we've done for like the last year. But we do have some news about the old tackle boxes going to be discussed on Monday. You'll have to come on in for that live stream to see what's going on with that.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely will be there. You can count me in on that one, definitely.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate you having joined us because, man, it's been a pleasure meeting you. I'm totally thrilled to have been on here. This is a whole lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. So thank you so much.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking out time out of your day to come in here and talk, man. I do appreciate that.
Pleasure is all mine.
And if you ever come up this way, we'll go fishing. And Grant, don't hesitate to come down here. We'll go jump in the creek, definitely.
Yeah, well, just to be honest, real quick, short and sweet, if it wasn't for Stanley and John and Steve, I probably wouldn't be doing much on YouTube. You know, we go live on Mondays. My last 2 fishing videos have been with them. The one before that, I got the fishingcompleteinc.com stuff sent to me because of them being with them on Mondays. But my wife's been dealing with some stuffs, and so YouTube has been the last thing on my mind. I do appreciate them, my buddies, my guys, keeping me going a little bit, because otherwise I wouldn't be doing anything on YouTube.
Let's see what this is, 8th month. 8 months ago, back in December, I wouldn't have never been on here at all, ever. I didn't know nothing about our catfish community, panfish community at all until my brother, Timmy, from Chesapeake Bay Catfishing. He's up in Maryland. If he didn't go live one day, and I got hooked into it. So yeah, if it wasn't for him, I'd never been in part of this.
Man, it was the live streams that this gentleman right here is one of the ones that hooked me into the whole live streaming deal in the first place. So yeah, I mean that's how this whole community thing works. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're all in this together, and the whole I deal with this stuff with the company that I work for. That whole subscriber number, the whole view number, don't.
No, I'm not.
Can't take that for anything. It doesn't mean anything.
Not worried.
You're all the same.
Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not in it for the monetization and all that kind of stuff. Just like my name says. My name says the Bullock Experience. It's just letting people see my experiences, what I do, where I live. So that's pretty much what my channel is all about, really.
Right.
Yeah.
If it takes me 5 years to get to 1,000, whoop-de-doo.
Enjoy what you do.
Oh yeah, I enjoy it. I love it. I'm all for it. That's why I don't push my like we was talking about the PayPal. I don't push my PayPal. I don't. If they want to donate, they can donate. I don't require it. I quit. At first, I would put it up and pin it to the top of my chats, but I quit doing that because I felt like I don't need. If somebody's going to donate, I don't need to push it. They're going to donate if they want to donate. If they're not, they're not. I don't care.
Yep.
Either way.
It's stuff like that, it's always appreciated.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Always appreciated. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, you can't, it's not what it's about. You can't be stressing out about that fun stuff. When it happens, cool. That's really appreciated. That's not what it's about. Right. You're here to fish. You're here to share that experience, and that's it.
Yep.
Elizabeth said James won, so Kelly won the giveaway. You're not caught a catfish after the time. Yep, you were. Yep, Elizabeth, you didn't catch it during your time of the competition, so I won your giveaway. I won the giveaway.
Nice.
I'm afraid I have got to get out of here. I've got a few things that I have left that I have to accomplish before I am able to go to bed tonight. Just before I get out of here, though, I see Fishing and Freedom. I believe it was Fishing Freedom.
Yeah, Fishing and Freedom, yeah.
He's trying to get to 100, something like that. Guys, no subscription necessary or anything like that. I'll leave my email down over here. Anybody who's interested, I work for TubeBuddy. I work with YouTube channels. I help them out on that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to charge anybody anything, not trying to sell anybody anything, but if you'd be kind of at least slightly interested in working with somebody on that, that's what I do. I'd be more than happy to have an email conversation with you. I can kind of help you out with that. Also, we're going to be live streaming on my channel on Monday afternoon, and guys, y'all are awesome. Like, I am loving this chat. I'm loving the group that you guys have here. I would be honored and blessed to see anybody who'd be interested in joining us on Monday. It would be an absolute pleasure to have you. And, man, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun. I look forward to next time.
I appreciate it, definitely. Hey, you never know. We might have you all back on later. We'll talk about something else later on. I've got some stuff in the works. So I might be asking you all if you want to join in on a new venture I might be doing. So you never know.
Hey, we have future things that we need to be chatting about. We're gonna have future conversations, and I look forward to those as well.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
Cool. Well, again, man, thank you very much for having me, Grant. It's good seeing you. I'm gonna get out of here. I have a glass of scotch waiting for me with my wife. I can't wait for that, so I'm gonna jump on it.
Hey, have a drink for me, man. Appreciate it.
I appreciate that. Y'all have a great evening. Enjoy your week.
You too.
Yeah.
Talk soon.
Avid, count me in. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll count you in, Avid. Appreciate it, man. But so do you do a lot of catfishing at all, Grant?
Well, my catfish buddy moved to Canada. The last year he was here in August, we caught 129 catfish, most of them channels, few blues, and I call them yellow bellies. Some people call them mud cats, yellow cats. Yeah, before he moved to Canada, the last August before he moved, we caught 129 on 5 different trips. And it was my wife and I, we catfish here and there. We went on a river one evening not too long ago and caught one apiece. But I mean, I like catfish. I just haven't done it much since my catfish buddy moved.
Well, see, you're not really that far from a lot of the guys that live up there in Illinois and Indiana and stuff like that fish the Ohio. So, I mean, you're almost pretty much right in. There's one that just popped in. I don't know if you've ever watched him. It's Tim Scott with Epic Catfish. He lives in that area close to you.
I don't think I have seen Epic Catfish.
Yeah. He's caught a 130-pound blue before.
Nice. Cabela's Big Cat Tournament. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Yeah.
They had the weigh-in at our local boat dock. I want to say it was like 17. It might have been before that. It might have been 15, 13. Heck, I don't know. You know how time flies when you're having fun. But
yeah, absolutely.
That year that we went down there and watched the weigh-in, and that was long before I was doing YouTube. Been a pretty cool video. That day, they set the record at the time for the biggest, I think the biggest blue and the most weight both.
Yeah.
Epic Catfish, local 336.
Yeah.
That
Lee Evans, he does a lot of deer hunting too. So that might be somebody. He's just Richmond, right above me. So that might be something that you all might want to hook up, and he can put you in a spot down here to go deer hunting.
Yeah, I've actually got some spots to deer hunt in Kentucky, really close, within 30, 45 minutes. But, man, that out-of-state license is high enough. It costs me.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it cost me a couple $100 just to duck hunt. And then I'm not sure what a deer tag would cost. I looked at it once before, but I can't remember what it was. Tiger Musk E&M, good to see you. I do recognize that one.
Oh, yeah. Tiger Muskin. Yeah. Yeah, he's a big supporter. I like him. Puts a lot of good shows, good content out there, definitely.
Epic Catfish, where are you from? Thank you, Lizabella, for dropping that link. I've got 7 tabs open. for new channels from your awesome moderators dropping them links.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a Lance, Hawaiian fisherman. So we got him in here.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you guys, if y'all not got the links, I do have all the links in the description too. So if you don't have one of the links, moderators, they are in the description. So they're all there.
Wow, Epic Catfish is a fairly new channel, doing pretty good for not even a year old, 10 months old.
What, Epic? Oh, Epic's been in the game for 30 plus years.
Well, I'm saying YouTube says October 12, 2020, but that's all he's got on his about page. Man, you're doing great for not even having a single thing on your about page. Get that about page. What's that? Epic Catfish.
Oh yeah.
Don't even have not a single thing on the about page.
Oh no. No, he puts on some monster fish. I mean, his is his videos. And he just started this last couple months. He just started doing actually live videos. Most of his just been recorded and put it on, and he's been. I mean, his content is just outrageous. He could throw something out there, just a short video, and get 1,000 views like it ain't nothing.
Fishing and Freedom. I'm in Metropolis, Illinois. I'm not scared to say where I'm at. It's in my about section. I've got a PO box. I've actually been swatted. I used to go live. I used to work 2 to 10s. I'd come home at 10. I'd take a shower. I'd go live from 11 to 2, 3, 5 in the morning, just having drinks, partying, having a good time. And it was January of 19, I believe. I wasn't even monetized. Somebody called the cops. I've got a video. If you want to see the video, it's somewhere back there a couple years ago. Somebody called the cops, actually filled out a Freedom of Information Act form and got the recording from the police department. I thought it was a pretty good video, but it sucked at the time. It was kind of scary. You know, I've got cameras out front, and when I walked out after the cops knocked, they backed off the porch. And I come walking out, and they're like, "Put your hands up." And I've got a black flashlight in my hand, you know, so it could have looked like a gun.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I think it's a pretty good video. But, yeah, I ain't too worried about it. I'm in Metropolis, Illinois.
Yeah, I haven't got through all your videos. Been watching here and there, trying to get through them. So, definitely.
I think I've got almost 3,400 subscribers. You know, probably 1,000 of them are dead subscribers back in the sub for sub days. And
oh yeah.
I'd say I want to say 1,500 of them are probably because I used to make worm videos, raising composting worms. I'd say that's what most of my subscribers are from, not from fishing or hunting.
Oh yeah. Fishing for Freedom says he's near Dexter, Missouri.
Dexter? Yeah, I'm not sure how far I am from Dexter.
Yeah. Epic, yeah, be safe, man. Be safe on the road.
I've heard of Dexter, but I don't know that I've ever been through there.
Yeah, but yeah.
Did I miss where Epic, did he say where he was from? Miss that.
I don't know if he put it in the chat or not.
And he said, sorry about that. I seen where he said local 336. I don't know if that was.
Oh, that's one of the guys that's in here. We have one of the guys.
Okay.
Local 336.
I thought he was shouting at his local union number or something.
No.
I'm 318. Yep.
Now,
like I said, I haven't done much in the last year. We got lawsuits going on and big mess with my wife and work, and so YouTube's kind of been on the back burner. I mean, I do appreciate Stanley and John and Steve for pushing me along to stay with them. And
I mean, what I've seen so far, the few shows I've been in, I mean, you all seemed to click really, really good. So,
Well, I used to do a morning show with Cole Outdoors. He's kind of gone to the wayside on YouTube, but man, I was like the co-host on his morning show, and heck, we'd have 60, 70 people in there, and he just kind of quit.
yeah, a lot of people get burned out on it.
Yeah.
They really do.
Well, I'm on my like 4th break from YouTube now, I think. But the swatting that set me back on YouTube. You know, that was a
Epic,
wow.
Epic is close to Evansville, Indiana.
Okay.
He does what they call Dead Man's Hole on the Scary River up there.
Yeah, I'll have to check him out. I've got him pulled up on a separate tab.
Yeah. But him and it's Sean from Catfish Heroes is his fishing buddy. And they do a lot of good fishing. They two go out there and they'll go till sometime in the morning. And they'll pull some pretty good size 20, 30, 40, 50 pound catfish out of the water just easy.
Nice.
And he's the one that we call him the Catfish Whisperer or the Catfish Encyclopedia. He's got 30-something years in the DNR kind of style. He knows the ins and outs of waters, all that kind of stuff. So he's a man you want to pick his brain if you ever want to know anything.
Okay. Who was it from Dexter, Missouri?
That was Fishing and Freedom.
Fishing Freedom. Can somebody drop that link? I might be able to look him up. There was one earlier, that Fishing UK. I couldn't even tag them.
Oh, Fishing Frustrations UK?
Yeah, I couldn't even tag them in the chat.
Yeah, him and George Ray, they're both UK guys. So they're in here. But so what's your plans? What's your future plans on for fishing? We got Brolin in the background.
Well, definitely I'm gonna try to squirrel hunt Saturday morning. Might try to get into some fishing. It's been 100, 105 heat index. There's no telling how hot that water is. I'm not much on, if I'm fishing, I like to catch and eat.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not much on eating fish when it's hot. Seems like the meat gets real brittle easy.
Mm-hmm. What's going on, Squirrel Magnet?
Thanks for dropping that link.
Yeah, he said the heat, Epic says the heat and the humidity are oppressive.
Yeah, and I work outside all day. I'm not, when I get home, I want to take a shower and stay inside for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, I guess Mike's from Illinois as well.
Yeah. Pontoon Jody. Yes, I am in Kentucky. I am on, pretty much live right on Lake Cumberland. Yeah, and I fish all the creeks and rivers all around it. So everything that touches it.
Yeah.
Chris says crappie get mushy. Yeah.
I think that's any kind of fish that I've caught when it's hot out gets mushy. If you don't get them on ice, even in a live well, they get.
George Ray, I mean, you can push out anybody's link that's in chat. Definitely, that's up to you, man. Mike says Springfield, Illinois.
I think we're about 3 hours from Springfield. But I'm only an hour and a half from Dexter. I'm interested. I went to Missouri. Nicholas Pull Yacht Outdoors, he invited me to go fishing with him. I think it was April the 1st, Missouri's trout season came in.
Nice.
So I went up there with him to, geez, I'm drawing a blank. Where was it we went? To trout fish. It was pretty cool. Went in, bought our trout stamp, or well, Illinois it's a trout stamp. I guess Missouri it was a trout tag.
Yeah. Pontoon Jody. Yeah. I actually work in Oneida, Tennessee. I've got some of my stores down there. I do a lot of the. I'm a distributor for product in a lot of the stores down there. So I'm down in Oneida, Tennessee, 2 days a week.
Okay.
So
there you go.
MSG says would love to get back hunting, but mostly just rabbits here in Ireland. Yeah, but they got some big rabbits in Ireland, over there in Scotland and Ireland. They got some of those monster rabbits over in that area.
Rabbits.
Yeah, definitely, George Ray. Yeah, if you pick up somebody, make sure you do go in there and leave a comment, like it on there. Just because you go in there and hook them up doesn't mean you're going to stay there and everything. So,
yeah.
I appreciate that, Lance. Appreciate you sharing it out, man, on Facebook. Appreciate it.
Yep, all the shares help for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've been able to hold steady about 33 people this whole time for about an hour and a half. So,
well, my best live stream I ever had, it was 128 people in it,
nice.
But it was to watch me eat a worm.
To get your 1,000.
Yep. When I hit my 1,000 subscribers, it was to eat a worm. Since I was raising worms, I ate an African nightcrawler, and then so the first one I let just slide down my throat, and people were giving me crap about it. So I went ahead and did a second one and chewed it up, and it wasn't very good.
Fishing the Dot. Yes, I am excited to do my first tournament live on YouTube. Yeah. Grant and everybody else that don't know yet, Mark with Catfish and Crappie is doing a 1v1 tournament with about 16 of us. I was picked for the first day for one-on-one with Brian B. Catfishing, and we were going to do bank fishing for catfish. Most fish wins. So that'll be this Saturday morning, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
So that'll be on Catfish and Crappie's YouTube page. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about that because I think I've got a spot that's going to get me on some good catfish. So for once, finally.
Catfish and what now? Catfish and Crappie?
Well, yeah, Catfish and Crappie will be his page. Yeah. If one of my mods want to drop that link, that's fine.
Cool. I was trying to look it up.
Yeah.
Is it Mark?
Yeah, Mark. Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
Got it. That was easy to find. Makes a difference when you're looking for somebody's channel if it's easy searchable or not.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I don't have a fancy name. It's just my name, but it's easy to find. If somebody types in Grant MC, more than likely I'm popping up. But yeah, like Stanley was saying, he is a TubeBuddy affiliate.
Yeah.
I do have TubeBuddy. It shows search engine optimization score and your tags, how they're ranked and stuff. It definitely does help.
Nice. Yeah, we're gonna definitely be talking about that. What's going on, Patriot James? There's another one that you might be interested in. I don't know if you do anything with floats. He does Patriot floats for catfishing and things like that.
Right.
He makes them and sells them. So that'd definitely be somebody you might want to look up to if you ever needed some floats.
I know, James. We've been YouTube buddies for a while.
Have you?
I've not bought any of the floats, but I did see he was
I love
sharing
I love
ghost
them.
floats.
Yeah, ghost floats. Yeah, see, I've got the Patriot float right before the ghost floats, so I've got his old version of it. And I love them. They light up good, throwing them out there, and they shine pretty good. I've got the pink ones, which are pretty much one of the brighter ones he's got.
Yeah. I need to start catfishing more. It's definitely fun. Like I said, my catfishing buddy moved to Canada, so it makes it a lot. Well, it's a lot better when you got a good buddy that you do certain fishing with. You know, I've got 2 or 3 buddies that all they want to do is bass fish.
Oh yeah.
You know, if I go fishing with them, that's all we're doing is bass fishing.
Yeah. I mean, you've got people up there close to you. There's one that's right out of Ohio that does a lot of the Ohio River and stuff. Muskrat Adventures.
Muskrat.
Yeah, he does a lot of the Ohio River. So
yeah,
I mean, you got a ton of catfishing guys all around you up there. I know that Fishing with the Chads up there, Mark's up there around you. I know of a bunch of them that are in here that's up there close to you.
I think most of the ones that I'm familiar with are closer to you around that Evansville area, like Kentucky Catman Fishing.
Yep.
Who else? There's several over in that area.
James said he's building floats right now. Yeah, he's probably building those yellow ones. He's got some new ones in, the yellow floats in now. He's going to be making.
I don't even know how many.
I
know I've got
He asked, do you have a boat?
I do have a boat. I have a 16-foot semi-V John boat. I got 3 years ago. Before that, I had a 14-foot flat bottom John with a 6-horse 1971 Johnson on it. Before that, it was a little plastic 2-man boat. You know, it's just every 4 or 5 years, I've tried to upgrade.
We got, let's see. Sunfish Assassin says bass fishing for largemouth is overrated.
I don't have a bass on this wall behind me. All I've got is bluegill.
Yeah, I see the little one there. Yep.
The one in the middle was 2 pounds 4 ounces.
Nice.
I caught it on the very first cast in this farm pond. It's like, oh, here we go. First cast, 2 pounds 4 ounces. That ended up being the biggest one of the day.
At least you caught more that day. I mean, it's pretty bad when you catch the very first one. The rest of the day is it's nothing. Like you don't catch anything else. Like you pretty much jinxed yourself on that first cast.
Yeah. Is that something you believe in? First cast jinx?
I really don't, but I mean, there's a lot of people do. A lot of people, if they catch something on that first cast, they're like, "Oh, this is gonna stink. I'm not gonna get nothing else." But I've thrown out and first cast, boom, hit something big, and then the rest of the day is just smooth sailing. It's just like boom, 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 boom afterwards. So it tells me that creek is producing perfect. They're wanting to bite. They're hungry.
Yep, I've had those days. First cast, catch one, and then wear them out, and then first cast and not catch another fish.
Yeah. Or I'll fish the whole entire 2 hours, and right before I'm leaving, I catch something. Yeah. It's like, this day sucks, and then all of a sudden the last cast, and like you cast the last 2 times, like I'm heading down the creek now, boom, and you catch it, and you're like, well, at least it was worth something.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, bass fishing's not my. If I had to pick, I would say bluegill. Bluegill's probably my favorite fish to eat.
Yeah, I got a lot of people. One of the guys that was in here earlier, Sir Finn's, me and him went catfishing, and we caught a bunch of, hand-sized bluegill. I mean, they were bigger in my hand, and he kept most of them.
Right.
The-
Yeah, that's good eating. And then I'd say crappie's probably my second.
Yeah.
Now, one of my buddies that all he does is bass fish. He'll keep as many bass as the limit wherever we're at. We got one local lake. The limit's 3 largemouth, 16 inches. Most of the other places is 5 at 14 inches. But shoot, he catches 6-pound bass. He's filleting that sucker and eating it.
Dang.
I've seen it happen several times.
See, to me, if it's that big, it's going back in the water.
Right. That's where I'm at. But that's
But
you know,
I mean, if that's the way he wants to do it, that's the way he wants to do it. I mean, I'm not going to knock nobody for doing that. Absolutely not.
right. That's just like deer hunting. Somebody shoots a little 8-pointer versus a shooter. It's their tag. They can do what they want with it. It's their fishing license. If it's legal to keep it.
Brockster, we'll catch you later, man. Brockster says it's 1 a.m. where they're at. So yeah, we'll definitely see you later. I know you'll be back in here.
Yeah. Good night. Good morning.
Yeah. Real Gal said Freedom and I could take you out to the best bluegill spot ever. So talking to you. So there you go.
So Real Gals and Freedom are a couple?
They're pretty much close by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fishing and Freedom?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
There's Sean, Catfish Heroes. There's the fishing buddy of Epic. Says, what's in your tackle box? Secret stuff. Absolutely. I ain't telling a soul what's in mine.
That secret lure.
Yeah. No, one of these days I'll bring all my stuff out. I've haven't to this time. I've not actually brought any of my stuff out and actually showed it off much.
Okay.
One of these days I will.
All right. Real Gals Fishing says they are a married couple.
Yeah, married couple, LOL, just a little bit.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, see you, Frogster. Yeah, get some sleep. Yeah, Fishing and Freedom says she's giving away my bait spots. Well, as long as nobody says exactly where it's at, I mean, we can always keep it a secret.
Right.
But is that something you do when you creek fish? I know a lot of the bass guys do that. You kind of keep your spots kind of hidden from anybody.
Like I said, our only creek, like whenever I was a teenager, I'd ride my bike down to the creek and catch bluegill and bass. But no, since really our only good creek, if it's everything off the creeks around here, they're off the Ohio River. Sorry, my feelings coming back in my it's kind of tingly and making my lip move weird. But they're all of our creeks around here, they feed into the river.
Yeah.
So you have to put in, if you're going to fish in a boat, you have to put in the river and then go up in the creek. There are a few of those.
Gotcha.
Now that I'm thinking about it, that question, there is a good creek that we have bass and crappie fished quite a bit off the river, but it's about an hour away. And I haven't fished it lately. It was more of a when I was younger type of thing before kid. And yeah, we caught some decent 3-4 pound bass now that I remember, and some good 1.5 2 pound crappie off the Ohio River.
Nice. What's going on, Amy? Amy Payne from 3+1 Outdoors.
But that's out of a boat, that's not like just walking in the creek. Like a lot of people I see creek fishing, there might be a foot of water or less. And
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's Skin and Scales. He's like, I'm a professional bass fisher for over 20 years and I can't stand it. Sunfish, yeah. Shell crackers are better. Bass are good too. Yep.
Yeah, we don't. Now, shell crackers, that's what I would call a red ear, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Some fish is like I like to eat small bass. Yeah. Bass is not bad. Really is not.
No, I've got one pond that I can go catch 12-inch bass cast after cast. And if I'm wanting to eat bass, that's where I go because there's just way too many of them small bass. I heard one time that for every acre, you're supposed to take out 30 pounds of bass a year on an established pond.
Yes. Yeah.
So Brad uses the bluegill for catfish bait. I've seen that quite a bit. Flatheads.
Most of us do. Most of us will use live bluegill for catfish. Yeah. We'll hook it right above the dorsal fin on the top. Hook it right in there and just toss it out there and let him swim around.
Yeah. Yeah. We used to use chicken liver and shrimp mostly for catfish. Every once in a while, try some live bluegill, but it seems like we always catch bass on the live bluegill.
Yeah. See, here a lot of it, it's flatheads, catfish. Bluegill is like candy to them.
Right.
But yeah, everybody uses different ones. They use perch, bluegill. They'll use shrimp. A lot of people's been using eel. Biggest topic right now is chicken. Just like not chicken liver, but like chicken breast, like strawberry jello chicken or anise chicken, stuff like that. So that's the biggest debate right now is which one catches more or which one's better. So
yeah, so chicken with some Kool-Aid or chicken with some garlic or I think that's what I would probably do is, saute it in, marinate it in some garlic and
right now a lot of people are using that they use strawberry jello chicken.
Oh, Jello! I've seen it.
Yeah, strawberry Jello. Oh yeah, you can do Kool-Aid. You can do Kool-Aid too, strawberry Kool-Aid. Yeah, I think a lot of them do strawberry Jello.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brad says Ohio River used chicken. Okay. Yeah, I'm 6 blocks.
Yep.
Six blocks from the Ohio River, but
Real Gal says they use strawberry chicken all the time for catfishing.
Cut skipjack for the flatheads.
Yep, skipjack. Yep. Yeah, there's all kinds you can use. I know up on the Potomac, eel right now is being hot. Cut eel. I know Chunky with Chunky Cats Fishing. He does Elstein. He does eel and does really good with it. They'll do shrimp. I know my brother with Chesapeake. He's been going live every morning right before work for about an hour. He's been using shrimp, and he'll catch anywhere from about 1 to 5 most mornings. Little channel cats on shrimp.
Nice.
So he's up there. He's up on the Chesapeake Bay up in that area.
I've never been up northeast.
Mike says, you don't fillet bluegill? Said you lop off head and gut and scale and cook whole.
I don't mind eating them that way. My wife won't cook them that way though. She doesn't. She's scared of bones. She doesn't want to get choked on a fish bone.
My father-in-law will go to a Mexican restaurant and he'll eat the whole entire fish that they cook. Bones and everything. Heads on, tails on, everything's on. All they done was gut it.
Yeah, my grandma, well, my grandpa, I guess I should say, he would just cut the head off a catfish and skin it, gut it, and she would cook it, bread it, fry it, bones and tail all. That was actually the last meal I had from my grandma was catfish like that.
What's this? Dan says he uses mostly live and cut crappie. Yeah, a lot of people use crappie as bait. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure the rule in Illinois is you can't use crappie unless you, or maybe bluegill as well, unless you can't use it for bait unless you caught it from that place. I think is how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of places, yeah, it's you have to use what fish is natural to that area, and a lot of it is you have to catch it on a hook. You can't net it or nothing like that. It has to be on a hook and line,
right,
to be able to use it.
Like you could use some shad if you caught it in a cast net, but you couldn't use a bluegill or a crappie if you caught it in a cast net.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Red Bear says you can't use crappie, largemouth, or red breast in South Carolina. So those are ones you cannot, no matter what. You can't use them as bait.
Okay.
Yeah, I said, yeah, Fishing Freedom says, yeah, Missouri is real weird about bait laws. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, you definitely need to know the rules. One of the guys doesn't work in the same department I work in, but he's a union brother. He just got back from Lake Erie, and he was saying he met a guy up there that took him fishing and didn't know the rules. Well, they kept a 13-inch fish, smallmouth, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying that, like Michigan, for the state, the rule is 12-inch minimum.
Yeah.
For Lake Erie, it was 14-inch minimum. So they got a ticket.
Oh.
Yeah. So
yeah,
you definitely want to know the
rules. There's a fine line right there, so definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely want to know the rules and regulations so you don't get a ticket.
Yeah. Let's see. What else we got? Right. They also can't be cut bait if the body of water has size limits. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See. Yeah, that definitely makes a difference too.
Yeah. Yep. Chain pickerel is really, what was that? Chain pickerel is really great fish to eat if they cut the bones out. Yeah. Very white and flaky. I don't know if I've ever had chain pickerel.
I haven't. I've never caught one.
Yeah, I've never caught one, but I've never had it in it, ever ate it either. But yeah, I've ate different stuff before, so.
Well, you're talking about creek fish, and I caught some fish maybe 10 inches or so that I thought was either a pickerel or a pike. Wasn't really sure, to be honest. But I've caught those in a creek, local creek.
Yeah, you can either you can get, I don't know up there what you have. I know down here you can get striper sometimes.
Yeah.
Up in the creeks and get some of them.
Lee Evans, Catfish, Kentucky Outdoors says 8 p.m. and still 92 degrees.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's 87, feels like 96 here at 7.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. Yeah, it says it's 89, basically 89, 90 degrees here. Yeah, and I've already got, the sun's already went down pretty much behind the trees, and it's still. Dan says, what union, Grant, are you in?
I'm in the operators union. I'm a licensed drinking water operator and also work at the wastewater plant. I haven't went to take any tests for the EPA for my wastewater license yet. I've only been doing that for 2 years.
Dan says he's 627.
627. Well, I'm in 318B.
Yeah, it's like fishing water is like bath water.
Yeah, it's got to be hot. I mean, I don't have electronics on my boat. Actually, my boat's mainly for duck hunting. But I'll take my duck blind off after duck season, and I do fish. Got a foot control trolling motor I put on it. But yeah,
all right, John. John says it's 1 a.m. where he's at. So, John, appreciate it. Yeah, get some sleep, man.
Yes. Have a good night. Good morning.
Yeah. But Grant, man, it's been an awesome time having you on here, man. I do appreciate it, definitely.
I'm sorry I was late. I
No.
had that dentist appointment set up until Steve's like, oh, I can't make it. I've got a dentist appointment. I was like, man, I've got a dentist appointment coming up. I need to go check that and see when it was. Of course.
Yeah, that's when you sent me that picture. It's like, yep, 5 o'clock too. Yep. But yeah, appreciate you, man. And Stanley, appreciated him coming on. It's been an awesome time. We still got 30 people in here. This is awesome.
Heck yeah.
2 hours straight. But yeah, everybody, make sure you hit up everybody that's in the links that's in the description. Grants and Stanleys and AJs and Haulin Ash, all of them guys, they're awesome. Show on Monday nights with the Outdoors crew. Just chit chatting, talking about things coming up, things that they've done. It's just a great time just to fellowship with some fellow outdoorsmen and fishermen. So, but yeah, make sure y'all hit thumbs up, share it out, show the love to everybody. On my channel, make sure you hit the notification bell for any upcoming lives that I do. We're going to get ready for that tournament this weekend, so that's definitely one that we need to be watching out for on Catfish and Crappie's channel. 8 a.m. Saturday morning. That'll be Eastern time, 7 Central. So it's going to be an awesome little tournament. So we'll definitely see you all then. But we're going to get out of here, man.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you having me.
No problem. All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Take care.